Welcome to this week's Coach's Corner Show. We've got Coe Michaelson, head men's soccer coach, joining us again this week after a very successful road trip to Western Washington and Simon Fraser. First off, welcome and congratulations on a great weekend.
Yeah.
Talk about, let's start with the Western Washington game, another shutout. Eric and Freddie both getting a goal. How nice was it to go over there and start the week on such a positive note?
Yeah, it was important. We felt that we got a win in that game. They're a good team. They had 11 wins last year, and they've got a lot of returning players. I believe 9 or 10 returning starters, so a lot of experience there. And we just felt, knowing how difficult it is to play at Simon, that if we could get a win in that first game, that would just then take the pressure off heading into that second game, knowing that at the very worst you take home a split and you live with that on a very difficult road trip. So yeah, it was key to get a good start there.
And then the game everyone is talking about the last few days. 8 seconds left. You guys get the game winner after erasing the 2-0 deficit. How exciting was that for you guys to get the win at Simon?
Yeah, man, I think there have been 3 wins there by opposition teams since like 2010. So I think us twice and Seattle Pacific once. So it's anytime you can win there, it's special. And it was on this occasion as well. We were playing very well, and after getting in an early hole, we started found a good combination in our midfield and started playing very well. Got the goal, had a dangerous moment. They got a second yellow and went down a man with us having a free kick, and within minutes we scored again. And so at that stage, you'd probably be disappointed to take home anything less than a win. And we thought we had a winner with Eric's bicycle kick there at the end of the first overtime, and we thought we had another winner at one moment with a 1-on-1 that we got in on and missed. But in the end, we left it late and we took a win home, and that's what matters. So,
talk about the difference in that game. Maybe last year the team doesn't have the intensity to come back in a game like that. What was the difference this year for the team that drove them to that victory?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of differences with this group, but I think to this point you got to say we're a confident group. I think we know that we're capable of getting results no matter who we play. We look at our non-conference and playing Utah Valley, who's 4-3 at the Division I level now, and getting a win there. And so if you throw in our exhibition games, we've played 9 games and we've got 8 wins. So I think there's just a confidence and a belief there. And once we get that first goal, we knew that we could make something of it. But I also think for us, it's, again, I keep talking about the depth, and I really believe we've got about 15 guys right now who are playing at the caliber of each one playing at the caliber of the next, to where there's not much of a change when we make subs. And even then, the guys who are finding themselves just outside that group are guys who would have played a lot of minutes for us in past years and are still challenging and close to getting time as well. And so in this particular game, we had to make a change to find the right combination, and we did that. And to be honest, we found this combination for a period of time with Brian and Julio dropping deeper and Marshall coming in off the bench into that attacking mid-roll, and we found a combination there that worked at the end of the first half when we rolled with it, and we really bossed the game for that next 20 minutes or so. And at that depth, that ability to change based upon changing scenarios, that certainly wasn't there last year, and I think that probably is what tipped the game in our favor, and then went back to some of those guys that started, and they brought the win home. So I think it's that depth factor.
Talked with Doug briefly after their match Thursday against Alaska Anchorage about a letdown after such a big win over a big opponent. You have South Dakota Mines coming in, University of Mary coming in. Record-wise, they're not the strongest teams in the conference. How do you keep the guys up after a big win to continue to play the way they need to play to stay in first place in conference?
I think that we've got a team that has a mission and a drive right now, and they know what it is. And that was some of the first things that were talked about even in the locker room. I think Alfredo said it after the game. He said, hey, this shows what we're capable of, but we haven't done anything yet. Like we're a long ways away still, and we've got a lot of work to do. So let's make sure, that we don't go screw up what we've built with this result by dropping one that maybe we shouldn't, which for us, we feel we should always win at home, no matter who we play, because anybody we play is capable of beating us on the day. That's just the conference that we're in. But we'll find motivation somewhere, and I think it's just in the mission and the goals of the team. And I don't know, we'll see what happens with rankings tomorrow. And if we're not in the top 25, then I think there will be some drive and frustration there to say, all right, well then we got a point to prove, so we'll find some motivation in that. But we'll find the motivation we need to be ready. And I think we're at that point where we have that confidence in this group to know that. So.
Well, I appreciate you joining us. Congratulations on a great week.
Thanks a lot.
The women's soccer team was in action for a pair of home games this week, hosting Seattle Pacific, shown here, on Thursday, and Central Washington on Saturday. The Falcons won on Thursday 4-1, and the Wildcats picked up the double overtime win 3-2 on Saturday. Nicole Insa had a pair of goals on the week for the Crusaders, while Ashley Cook-Cox had a goal in Saturday's loss to Central Washington. Also at home this week was the Crusader volleyball team. The 23rd ranked Crusaders beat Alaska Anchorage, shown here, in 4 sets. Elayna Rice led the way with 16 kills and 13 digs in the win. Saturday night, the Crusaders finished off the sweep of the Alaska schools, beating the University of Alaska in 3 sets. Elayna Rice again led the way for the Crusaders with 11 kills and earned Great Northwest Athletic Conference Offensive Player of the Week for her efforts. We're here with Elayna Rice, the Great Northwest Athletic Offensive Player of the Week for volleyball this week. Congratulations. Also of the 19th ranked Crusaders, as the new poll just came out. Start off with the ranking. How nice is it to be ranked in the national top 25?
It's pretty cool. I mean, it's never happened for NNU volleyball, so it's like we're making history, so that's always pretty cool for us.
Talk about the last few matches, playing Central Washington, who was ranked 11th at the time, beating them on the home court, and then the big match against Anchorage for first place in the league. How exciting was it to get those wins, and what went right for you guys?
It was just really exciting. With our team, we know like if someone's having a bad game, we have someone else that can step in and just do just as good of a job. And so it's pretty cool that we have so many people that can contribute so much, and we just knew we had to come into every game, even Fairbanks, and playing our hardest to win. So
obviously people saw last season, they wanted the success for the team, and you guys had a great year. How much of that is driving the team this year, not getting the nationals and being that close?
That has definitely been in the back of our minds, like ever since we found out. So I think that's really helped us, like even every day at practice, to just know we have to get better because this is what we truly want. So it's really been just fueling our fire ever since.
You guys had 12-1, phenomenal year so far. Could you have imagined to have this kind of season?
No, I couldn't have. Like, I knew we were going to be good this year, but I had no clue that we were going to be 12-1 halfway through the season and have a chance to win out too. So hopefully we can do that, just stay humble and play hard.
I know everybody was talking about, oh, we need to make nationals, we need to win some big matches at the start of the year. But realistically, you guys have to start thinking that we could be conference champions. None of this poll stuff. We could just win it out and go straight to nationals.
Yeah, I think that just recently came to our minds, just realizing like after Western lost a couple, after we beat Anchorage, like just kind of came to realization that we could win this, and like it's possible for us if we just keep playing well.
When you're out on the court, that's part of a match.
Coming together at the end. I don't know, it's just everyone's all there, we're all celebrating, we're all like love the same thing, and just it's fun. Everyone has a huge smile on their face.
Big dig, big block, big kill. What's the best part for you?
I get excited after blocks. I don't know, that's just when you get a good block, there's nothing like it. It's fun.
Well, congratulations on a great season. Keep up the great work. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.